Hey Yankees fans, welcome to Yankees Rumors and News, your go-to spot for the latest buzz and updates about our team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a scoop. The rumor mill is absolutely exploding right now with one of the biggest potential moves that could shake the entire league to its core. Imagine the scene: Mookie Betts, a player whose name alone sends shivers down every opposing fan's spine, potentially returning to New York. And the Yankees are reportedly plotting a blockbuster move that could redefine their season trajectory. The idea of Betts in pinstripes again is almost surreal for those who remember his first tenure. And fans are already buzzing with excitement, speculation, and of course, a fair amount of disbelief. Every analyst and insider is trying to piece together how such a trade or signing could even materialize. From the potential contracts involved to which stars the Yankees might be willing to move to make room for someone of Betts' caliber. The market for elite talent is always volatile, and bringing back a former superstar always comes with a mix of nostalgia and risk. But the whispers growing louder in the sports world suggest that New York is serious. If this actually happens, the domino effect across the league could be massive, with other teams scrambling to adjust their own rosters in response to this seismic shift. Sources close to the matter are hinting that negotiations are in early stages, but the intensity of interest from the Yankees is undeniable. They reportedly see Betts not just as a star addition, but as a centerpiece capable of energizing both the clubhouse and the fan base in ways that go far beyond statistics. The speculation includes everything from long-term contracts that could span half a decade or more, to strategic roster shuffling that might involve multiple high-profile players moving out of New York. Rumors are also swirling about Betts' potential response, whether he would embrace a return to the city, the stadium, and the environment that made him a household name, or if he'd weigh other opportunities more heavily. The psychological and emotional factors in these kinds of moves are often overlooked by fans who focus solely on performance metrics. But insiders suggest that Betts has a strong personal connection to New York, and that could influence his decision heavily. Conversations behind closed doors are reportedly intense, with agents, front office executives, and even former teammates weighing in on the best path forward, creating a dynamic that feels almost cinematic in scale. It's a situation that could dominate headlines for weeks, if not months, as every development is analyzed, dissected, and speculated upon by the media and fan communities alike. Adding fuel to the fire, there are whispers about potential trade packages that the Yankees might be considering, packages that could include some of their top young talent, mid-tier prospects, and even unexpected names who have quietly performed at elite levels but aren't household stars. The rumor is that the team is willing to go deep into their asset pool to secure Betts, demonstrating just how serious they are about making a statement not just this season, but for years to come. Analysts are debating how such a move could impact team chemistry, lineup balance, and pitching rotations, with every angle being scrutinized. Fans have already started projecting scenarios where Betts' presence transforms key moments in high-stakes games, imagining highlight reels, walk-off moments, and the surge in morale that a superstar can bring. The broader baseball ecosystem is also on edge, as rival teams must consider defensive alignments, batting orders, and even marketing implications of a player of Betts' magnitude returning to New York. The atmosphere is electric, and every social media platform is buzzing with speculation, predictions, and the inevitable debates about feasibility and impact, making this one of the most tantalizing stories in recent memory. One particularly intriguing aspect of these rumors revolves around the timing of potential negotiations and the strategic positioning by both the player and the team. Sources suggest that the Yankees might be leveraging multiple options to ensure they get the best possible deal, including exploring international signings or other trades to make room for Betts' salary and roster placement. From a financial standpoint, the implications are massive, as a move of this scale requires not only careful planning, but also creative accounting to fit within league regulations and luxury thresholds. Industry insiders are speculating that this could become a template for future blockbuster moves, where nostalgia, star power, and strategic calculation converge to create headline-making transactions. Fans, meanwhile, are caught in a whirlwind of anticipation, imagining the press conferences, the jersey sales surge, and the immediate buzz in locker rooms across the league. There is also speculation about the fan reaction in the stadium itself, with tickets, merchandise, and season engagement likely to see historic spikes should the deal materialize. Showing that the impact goes far beyond the field, the interplay between business, emotion, and competitive strategy makes this a story that transcends traditional sports reporting. Capturing the imagination of casual observers and die-hard fans alike, rumors have also sparked intense debates online about what Betts' potential return could mean for team dynamics, particularly with younger players who are currently developing their skills in New York. Some insiders speculate that his presence could accelerate their growth, serving as a mentor and setting a standard for professionalism, work ethic, and performance. Others worry that integrating a superstar mid-season or even before the season starts could disrupt chemistry or create internal tension, with attention, media focus, and expectations shifting dramatically. Analysts are weighing scenarios where Betts' versatility, batting prowess, and defensive excellence could alter the strategic approach of the Yankees management, changing not just game day decisions, but also long-term roster planning. Speculative conversations also extend to the opposing teams, who would need to rethink pitching strategies, defensive alignments, and game plans to counter a player of Betts' caliber, returning to one of the most high-profile teams in the league. The rumor mill is so intense that even casual fans are now engaging in sophisticated debates about metrics, historical comparisons, and potential legacy impacts, turning what started as a whisper into a full-blown public spectacle. Every source, every hint, and every unconfirmed report is being dissected, creating a narrative that feels larger than life, almost like a scripted drama unfolding in real time, with no clear ending in sight. Finally, part of the fascination comes from the personal narrative surrounding Betts himself, who has become more than just an athlete. He is a symbol of excellence, resilience, and star power. The idea of him coming back to New York triggers conversations about career arcs, legacy, and the emotional resonance of returning to a city that once celebrated his rise. Rumor mongers suggest that behind-the-scenes conversations are filled with strategic yet heartfelt discussions, blending business decisions with genuine admiration for the player's character and talent. Fans speculate endlessly about the press conference, the first game back, and even potential storylines that could emerge if this blockbuster move goes through. The social media reaction alone is expected to break records, with hashtags, fan videos, and speculation threads dominating platforms for days, showing how deeply invested people are in this potential chapter of baseball history. In essence, the rumor of Mookie Betts returning to New York underlines not just a potential strategic shift for the Yankees, but a cultural, emotional, and media phenomenon that has captivated the sports world, creating a perfect storm of speculation, anticipation, and fan fervor unlike anything seen in recent seasons. The speculation around Mookie Betts' potential return to New York has reached a fever pitch, with every corner of the baseball world seemingly weighing in on what could be the most talked about move of the season. Rumors suggest that negotiations are intensifying behind closed doors, with the Yankees front office reportedly working tirelessly to create a deal that satisfies all parties involved. Fans are imagining the headlines, the highlight reels, and the immediate impact on the clubhouse, while analysts debate the ripple effects across the league, from playoff strategies to minor trade adjustments that could cascade in response to Betts' arrival. What makes this even more compelling is the sheer unpredictability of the situation. Insiders indicate that no one truly knows when or if the deal will be finalized, leaving room for countless theories, speculations, and dramatic twists. Social media platforms are ablaze with fan reactions, from excitement to skepticism, and the sheer volume of discussion underscores the cultural weight of such a blockbuster move. If it happens, it's not just a transaction, it's a seismic event that could redefine rivalries, shift the balance of power in the league, and solidify Betts' legendary status in the eyes of New York fans and the wider baseball community. Rumors about the financial and contractual details have also begun circulating, with sources suggesting that the Yankees might be willing to go to extraordinary lengths to accommodate Betts' return. Speculative reports include multi-year contracts with performance incentives, creative structuring to avoid luxury penalties, and even potential collaborations with sponsors to maximize revenue and fan engagement. Beyond the numbers, there is considerable chatter about how Betts' return would influence roster decisions, including the displacement of current starters, the integration of prospects, and potential mid-season trades to balance the team. Analysts are breaking down hypothetical lineups, imagining the synergy between Betts and existing stars, and debating whether his presence could catalyze a historic season. Meanwhile, opposing teams are reportedly reassessing pitching rotations, defensive strategies, and scouting reports, knowing that a player of Betts' caliber demands meticulous preparation. Even casual observers are now drawn into complex discussions about WAR, batting metrics, and defensive positioning, highlighting the pervasive intrigue surrounding the rumors. Every source, tweet, and insider hint is scrutinized, fueling an ongoing narrative that blends nostalgia, speculation, and strategic calculation, creating an atmosphere of anticipation that feels almost cinematic in scale. If you're enjoying the updates, drop a like and let us know in the comments your thoughts on this rumor. Speculation has also centered on how Betts' potential return could affect the team's culture and leadership dynamics. Sources indicate that his presence might serve as both inspiration and a challenge for the current roster, pushing players to elevate their performance while also redefining clubhouse hierarchies. Analysts and insiders are debating how younger players might respond to a superstar of Betts' magnitude entering mid-season, considering both mentorship opportunities and potential tensions. The emotional and psychological factors are being analyzed as carefully as statistics, with some experts suggesting that his return could create a galvanizing effect, boosting morale and confidence, while others caution about the adjustment period required to integrate a player with such high expectations. Rumors even hint at possible personal conversations between Betts and team leaders, aimed at smoothing the transition and aligning everyone's vision for the season. Fans are eagerly imagining scenes in the locker room, the camaraderie, the jokes, and even the intense discussions about strategy and performance, turning this speculative move into a multi-layered narrative that captivates audiences beyond the usual sports coverage. Every new hint feeds the excitement, with social media, podcasts, and sports shows dissecting each potential development as if it were a pivotal plot twist in an ongoing drama. Another intriguing element of these rumors involves the broader implications for rival teams and the league itself. Sources suggest that if Betts were to return to New York, competitors would be forced to reconsider long-term plans, trades, and pitching strategies, potentially triggering a wave of counter-moves and preemptive maneuvers. Analysts speculate that teams in contention might feel immediate pressure to respond with their own blockbuster moves, heightening the stakes across the league. Beyond the tactical impact, there is a clear marketing and fan engagement dimension. The mere rumor of Betts' return has already generated significant attention, ticket sales projections, and merchandise buzz. Discussions also include how the media narrative will evolve, with sports networks, journalists, and influencers seizing every unverified hint to fuel the ongoing speculation. The interplay between fan anticipation, team strategy, and media coverage creates a feedback loop that amplifies the significance of even minor developments, making the rumor a cultural phenomenon as much as a potential sports headline. In essence, the whispers about Betts' return are reshaping the conversation around baseball, influencing everything from player psychology to business decisions and redefining the league's landscape. Before any official announcement has been made, the potential return of Mookie Betts is also stirring debates about legacy, career arcs, and personal narratives. Rumors suggest that Betts might see a return to New York not just as a strategic move, but as an opportunity to cement his standing among the greatest players in the league's history. Analysts speculate about the symbolic and emotional weight of such a decision, with fan bases imagining iconic moments, career milestones, and the reinforcement of his legendary status in the sport. Social media is filled with hypothetical scenarios, from game-winning hits to defensive masterpieces, all of which feed into the broader story of what Betts represents both on and off the field. There is also talk of how this move could influence Hall of Fame considerations, long-term brand value, and even post-career opportunities, highlighting how a single transaction has implications far beyond the immediate season. The narrative is compelling precisely because it combines measurable athletic impact with intangible cultural significance, creating layers of meaning that analysts, fans, and insiders are eagerly unpacking as they imagine every possible outcome. The rumor has grown into a story that transcends traditional sports reporting, merging speculation, emotion, and strategy into a captivating saga that keeps audiences hooked. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with every Yankees rumor and news. See you in the next video.